Hello and welcome to Miracle English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Professor Abha Sharma, and with this video I'm beginning a new video series on model test papers of UGC, CBSE, NET, JRF. The NET and JRF exam takers, please do watch and try to solve these sample questions and listen to the discussion carefully to have a better understanding. This practice will equip you with better knowledge. For real-time coaching and to shape your career before it is too late, please join Miracle at your earliest for sure success. Let's begin the questions. Question number 1. What is hellmouth in medieval dramas? A. The trapdoor to grab the sinners. B. Entrance of the stage where drama was performed. C. Devil's home. D. Medieval art of stylized painting. Question number 2. What is not true of allusion? A. It is an indirect reference to a person, place, event, or artistic work. B. It assumes a level of familiarity on the part of the reader with the work, person, or event referenced. C. The substitution of a mild, indirect, or vague expression for one thought. D. To be or not to be, that is the bare bodkin, is an allusion. Question number 3. The child is the father of the man. What figure of speech is it? Irony, dysphemism, aphorism, paradox. Question number 4. What is untrue of the Wars of the Roses? A. Conflict in England that lasted from 1455 to 1487. B. House of York with the red rose and House of Lancaster with the white rose. C. Henry IV's descendants and the supporters were the Lancastrian faction. D. The conflict began in 1455 when Richard, Duke of York, challenged the current king's right to the throne. Question number 5. What is a perfectly or fully justified text? A. Left justified margin. B. Right justified margin. C. Morally justified writing. D. Both the left and right justified margins. Question number 6. What is a unit of verse in which a short line followed by a longer line or section of longer lines rhymes with the preceding short line? Caudate, feminine, tail, or half? You have to choose 2 right answers. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, or 3 and 4. Question number 7. Which one is not an example of problem play? Death of a salesman, measure for measure, all well that ends well, much ado about nothing. Next question. Nom de plume of William Sidney Potter is Harry Potter, Mark Twain, O. Henry, Kozma Prutkov. Question number 9. What is the character called when it is depicted with such psychological depth and detail that he or she seems like a real person? Round character, flat character, stock character, or protagonist? Question number 10. What is not true of dime novel? First, cheap or sensationalist publications, especially the series begun by E. F. Beadle in 1860. B. Consisting of reprints of thrilling tales, violent action, brief romance. C. Linguistically well written with literary importance as well. D. a mass market publication. Now let's discuss the same questions and see whether your answers are correct or incorrect. Please concentrate on the discussions as well. Question number first asked us about the hell mouth. So the correct answer is medieval art of stylized painting. First of all, we have to distinguish between the medieval and Renaissance meaning of hell mouth. In medieval art, the hell mouth was a stylized painting in which the entry to hell resembles a gaping demon's mouth. In medieval manuscript, the image first appeared in connection with St. John's Book of Revelation and in text dealing with the Last Judgment. At the time of Renaissance, the term hellmouth was used to refer to any trapdoor in the bottom of the stage. At Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, for instance, the entire area under the stage was referred as hell, and the area above the stage where the musicians played was often referred as the heavens. So this was the difference between medieval and Renaissance hellmouth. Let's take the question number 2. What is not true of illusion? The correct answer is C. The substitution of a mind, indirect or vague expression for one thought. See, euphemism is the substitution of a mild, indirect or vague expression for one thought to be harsh, blunt or offensive. Here we were asking of illusion. The other three are true of illusion. Question number 3. The child is the father of man. And of course, the correct answer is paradox. A paradox is a statement or proposition that seems self-contradictory, but in reality expresses a truth or tension. William Wordsworth offers an example of paradox in his poem, My Heart Leaps Up, with the line, The child is the father of the man. This expression defies common sense on the literal level, but expresses a deeper truth that our dominant character traits are formed when we are young, and they continue to shape our experiences as adults. Paradox comes from the Greek word paradoxos, which means beyond belief. Question number 4. What is untrue of the Wars of the Roses? And the correct answer is House of York with the red rose and House of Lancaster with the white rose. No, it is the other way around. House of York, white rose. House of Lancaster, red rose. So this is incorrect. Let's take the next question. What is a perfectly or fully justified text? And the correct answer is both the left and right justified margin. So this is a technical question. The justification or typographic in printing and typing, the placement of letters are spaced in the left justified margin or towards the right justified margin. So the perfect one is on the both sides, the left and right justified margin. Next question, question number 6. What is the unit of verse in which a short line followed by a longer line in section of longer lines rhymes with the preceding short line? The correct answers are chordate rhyme and the tail rhyme, that is A and C. Tail rhyme is also called chordate rhyme. Next question. Which one is not an example of problem play? Death of a salesman, measure for measure, all well that ends well, much ado about nothing. So the correct answer is much ado about nothing. What is a problem play? There are two meanings of it. The most general usage refers to a play in which the main character faces a personal, social, political, environmental, or religious problem common to his or her society at large. So, Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman is a representative of this kind of problem play, and in this, Willy Loman must face the challenges of what the author considers false values in a capitalistic society. The second sense is a narrow one. Shakespearean scholars apply the term problem play to a group of Shakespearean plays, which are also called as bitter comedies, especially Measure for Measure, Troilus and Cressida, and All's Well That Ends Well. Question number 8. Nom de plume of William Sidney Potter is O. Henry. You are asked the pen name of the writer, the pseudonym of the writer. Question number 9. What is a character called when it is depicted with such psychological depth and detail that he or she seems like a real person? Round character. A round character is depicted with all the psychological depth and all. It is contrasted to the flat character, which is not much in detail, which is a stereotype. So round character is more important and discussed in detail. Question number 10. What is not true of dime novel? What do you mean by dime novel? The novels which you get near a railway station and which are not literary at all. So the correct answer is linguistically well written with literary importance as well. They are great thrillers, they have violent action, there is romance in it, and their mass market production is there, publication is there. So let me know your scores under the comment box. I hope you must have been benefited by these questions and the discussion too. So like, comment, share and subscribe the channel, and also explore the website www.miraclewebstore.com. Until we meet next, that is the next sample paper. Take care. Bye-bye.